Reacting to the 7-member girl group Dreamcatcher and their title track OOTD off of their 9th mini album Villains, which opens the door to a parallel 2-part series. With this comeback, maybe the concept is not what it seems. Dreamcatcher seemed to criticize how some people are just willing to do anything to be famous and get attention, like buying overly expensive clothes or faking a luxurious lifestyle.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Dude.
So in this music video, Dreamcatcher act as the villains who have let fame get to their head.
Crazy. You can't spell villain without 2 eyes.
Whoa. The song is composed by Olander, Pepperoni, Olive Door, and Maddox.
Sorry.
Pepperoni.
Those production names were crazy.
Okay. This video is brought to you by you, our YouTube members and supporters on Patreon. Patreon and YouTube memberships are how viewers like you can support us and also gain access to exclusive content, like extra reactions to both old and new K-pop songs, early access to every ReacttotheK video, and a weekly podcast. But still, that's still my point.
No. All of our skill degrees are wrong. Oh, my brain.
We also started a new series where we'll be ranking every song in an artist's discography every month. And I feel like the best songs are ones that are a little bit unpredictable on first listen, but then feel fantastic upon re-listens. You feel like you know everything after re-listening, but actually you notice something new. And that's what this song did. Therefore, it is S tier.
Yeah, same.
If you want to become a patron or YouTube member to help our channel grow and to access over 1,000 exclusive videos, check out the description of this video for how to join. Thank you to all of you who already support us. We really couldn't do this without you. And now, back to the video.
Yeah, so already from the beginning, it's notable that they're all in like a little corporate setting, and the person that we can see the most is like playing video games on their computer.
And this is actually a character that you follow throughout the music video. This person poses as someone who's obsessed with getting to the point of fame. So you'll see them like creating like this fake lifestyle on the computer for themselves and like chasing after images of a crown and stuff.
Deep.
Yeah, they posted like separate video. Okay, just go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
OOTD. Yes, playing computer games in the office. Oh, never mind. She's photoshopping.
Watermelon.
Oh.
What is happening?
Nice. Whoa.
Oh.
That's strong.
Whoa. Hello.
Damn, all the percussion sounds.
Whoa.
Gradually opening up the filtering on the voices.
That's cool.
What key are we in?
C minor. Ooh.
Wow, I'm feeling this pain.
Ooh. I'm Venus. I'm Nephthys. Call me a goddess. Spitting.
Whoa, the spoken. I'm only doing better.
Oh.
The chorus holds back.
Oh, I like that silence.
Dude.
Give me the button. Give me the button.
No, there's no rock.
Whoa, curly hair.
Yuhyun got pushed?
Huh?
Who?
Did she just curse?
Get out of my way.
How dare they? Oh, wow, it's so meta. Oh my goodness.
Oh, face it back in.
Oh, that's pretty hot. That's some hot raps. She really knows how to do the raps.
Oh, I like that she's taking pictures in this dark staircase, and it's actually dark and scary, but the pictures don't look that way.
I don't like that. I'm only doing better. This is so weird.
No more question.
Ooh.
This is a very unusual chorus for Dreamcatcher.
I like how at this part they have like two voices, like one singing and one just like speaking.
Nice.
Yeah. I love that. It's a guitar, right?
It is a guitar, but it's like high distortion.
Oh, second outro. Wait, what?
The guitar line is just a gem. It's so nice.
Ooh.
That was really cool too.
Was that the bridge? I thought it was an outro.
I think that was just bridge part 2.
This feels like a 3 or 4 part outro.
I love the wop wop. Wow. Wow.
Oh, did someone die?
Did she just kill us? Yeah. That's crazy.
Well, it looked like a robot died.
Wow. Oh. Ooh. Oh, whoa.
Wanted to say we have to hurry. There are 90 people joining us. There's no. Oop. Would you like to join the journey? Is the journey to fame?
It's the journey to
There's not much
escaping,
left now.
like the eyes of society.
I don't know. I think it's the journey to fame, right? Because like that's what this whole thing's about.
But they like, I don't know, the camera robot, whoever we are, we get dismantled. So is this like a
Do they
resistance
dismantle
act?
us or do we die? Yeah, we just.
We're like thrown.
Yeah,
she grabs us.
Yeah, she takes us apart.
Was Dreamcatcher on the VR?
Yes.
That's so funny. You know what would be so funny? If they grabbed you and then just like threw you to the floor. The way that they sing it doesn't specifically stand out to me as like villains. But I think that's like the point, is that it's like kind of more deceitful towards what they're actually, because they're trying to convince
different kind
you.
of villain. Like there's like the villain that's outwardly I'm a villain, and then there's like the villain that's like,
yeah, she's
you know, like the Regina George villain. Like, you know, there's those like the villains with the pretty smiles, and I think that it's more of that sort of vibe.
Yeah,
Love
I
it. Bad shit. Ooh.
I think they are speaking about, like, they're playing the part of someone trying to convince you, like, hey, look at how beautiful I am, and look at this life I'm living. Like, you wouldn't see someone, like, scream that in your face. That's not very appealing.
Oh, so maybe that's why, like, everything is, like, undertone, like, look at my necklace, look at my black dress. It's kind of just, like, cajoling, spoken.
Yeah. It's not so much like, look at this, look at that. It's like, oh, yes, thank you. Like, you know, like, I'm thinking of current celebrities who give off this vibe, like the Kardashians.
It feels like a very exclusive vibe. They're very classy. They're very like on top of their shit. Like they have everything.
Not all of them. A couple of them are like specifically playing grungy punk like situations for like the clout and stuff like that.
And that creates like a really nice like tension within the storyline, because then it's like, oh, then who are these characters that are like trying to break free from that perspective? And it's really cool.
Maybe that's what's up with all these like weird like syncopation changes that are like messing with your perception of the piece and stuff, and different like harmonizations, like things. This piece is like this kind of is the vibe.
What's interesting is also just the verse to the chorus, because the verse doesn't start with the tonic, or actually it blurs out the tonic area.
So mi so. Mi fa so do mi fa. A flat.
A flat major, and it's like,
And then
G major.
something like that.
that's why I couldn't catch on to like the C minor.
At the beginning, they implemented like, I'm not a guitar player, so I don't know. It's like a muted stroke almost, where it doesn't resonate, but when you strike it, you still hear everything. But it's like really like short and staccato. Do you hear that?
Yeah. Just a little bit of extra, yeah.
That's what caught my ear. Like when we first started, I was like, oh, I really like this. Also, yeah, that drum intro is really cool. Come on. Yeah, that's cool. It's almost like a hemiola. It's like it starts 4/3, they do a fill, and then they restart the 4/3, and then they do another fill.
Yeah, but it's like, it's that over just the most simple, like clear beat you can get. It's really off. It's off in a cool way. And then it makes it even harder when like just the very fat kind of beat comes in.
I like the beginning quite a bit. I thought Xi'an's first like big chunk was really captivating, and then when it turned into Sua's little repeating stuff, that's also very captivating. But I think it's just this chorus. It just falls flat for me.
My issue with the initial drop, beyond, I mean, okay, I talked about the instrumental not being as heavy. It's also just like, OOTD, this my fashion.
On paper, it's really simple. It's just
on the 8s. Like, it's so, like, there's no groove to it in the top line.
But it's do-dee, da-da-dee, da-da. That bass line underneath gives it some sense of momentum to me.
there's like a lot of energy with the way they interact. Maybe.
Yeah, the guitar line was very percussion as well, very syncopated, very chromatic, which also kind of like takes away a lot of the melodic elements that you can get from a guitar and just makes it more gritty, more percussion-y, I guess.
It's just too obvious. Like I can foresee every melody because like what's going next and what's going next. It's just a very boring like.
It's sort of like it
chromaticism.
resolves exactly the way you think it's going to.
Yeah, and then it lines up to be just a chromatic scale. Like, okay, sure.
I kind of like that though.
Well, I think it's like overused too.
Okay, can we like quickly like tap out that guitar line because I didn't really realize how kind of cool it was. It might be like simple written down, but it sounds really cool.
That's what it is. Oh, and then it does something here. Oh, whoa, what is it? It adds more. Yeah, it adds like an 8th note.
And then it's also just like do like that, almost like it's Mission Impossible-y type of cool. Yeah.
Insomnia has definitely had mixed opinions on this track so far because it is a left turn for Dreamcatcher sound-wise.
It's interesting. I think it does kind of feel more like a song that would be one of their B-sides. Title tracks tend to keep a pretty strong focus on like the heavier Dreamcatcher sound, or at least parts
I feel
will do
this
that.
is so heavy though. Maybe like, with a...
Yeah, but like the bass feels like it's, I mean, it has a bass line, but it doesn't feel like a very heavy bass. It feels more like a groovy bass. It's interesting. Like, I do like it. It doesn't have the impact of most Dreamcatcher songs.
How would you define Dreamcatcher impact?
Like moments that really have a lot of weight and power in the track, as much as because it's like a bit of lighter dum bum ba da ba dum bum ba. Like once you get the chorus or the post-chorus, like it has that heavier, weighty bass. This bass just feels kind of understated and like it's grooving.
It's a good reminder to the industry that it's like there's so many genres within rock. Because it doesn't always have to be like the, you know.
I was like, this is leaning more into that bad girl group mainstream kind of thing, but I think it retains enough of their original rock image that I'm happy with it. You know, it's an aesthetic that I like in mainstream groups and an aesthetic I like about Dreamcatcher as a group.
Also do like the differences that this has compared to their last title tracks. I'd say a lot of their last title tracks are very dynamic, I think you were trying to say. There's a lot, wall of sound to nothing, where this is a little bit more consistent. We're just kind of vibing and grooving the entire time. But for me, that vibe and that groove is groovy and heavy. It's like this dark, like, because of the chromaticism and because of the grungy timbres, like it's just exactly what their album is titled, Villains. It sounds like, you know, just like something is a little slinking is slinking around.
Slinking sleekly?
Slinky around, and I think there was a lot of contrast in the different vocal moments. I think that it really did maybe not paint out like their high belty register like there was in past title tracks, but rather a lot of the different characteristics their voice can have. Like just in the very beginning, you've got Xi'an's like sort of muffled.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was full belt. Though, but it sounded quiet. In the mix, it was quiet.
Yeah, they filtered it, and then they opened up the filter a little bit for the next part, and then like by the time Sua came in, that was when I think the filter had completely like opened up to the normal range for voice.
But also, she was singing in a completely different style than Xi'an. So it was not only a mixing difference, but it was also vocal technique difference. And so I love seeing just two very different colors just so immediately, and then like I think I completely blacked out when it came to Tommy's verse.
I like the vocal timbre that she's raps with. It's so like kind of laid back, soft. It's very sexy. But also there's like I think it's maybe not a double, but maybe like a triple vocal line there when she's rapping. Do you hear that? There's 3 voices.
Yeah.
Ba 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 da 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 da. There's that one drone. There's da 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 da.
I guess for me, when it comes to that part, even though if it's rhythmically simple, I really like their delivery and like the sassy sexiness that comes with it. Because they're like, it's kind of breathy and it isn't a sound that we've heard a ton from Dreamcatcher, so it's new. And so even if it's simple, I'm like, whoa.
I think everything in this song was pretty percussive. Like even the vocals a lot of times were pretty, like they would add non-melodic lines of vocal in there, and that makes the vocalist kind of percussionist. So I think everything in this was very percussion-y, which is pretty common for punk rock. That kind of feel like that's how it goes a lot of times. But that's kind of what makes it badass, you know.
Oh. Keep going, keep going.
Are we ready for some Dreamcatcher scripting?
I just realized I'm holding this cup like a child. Please edit that out. I was drinking this water like